the critical hit bite against Beatrix. That was 10 piercing, 13 necrotic.
Oof.
Oh, she bit me twice?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Okay.
That's the appropriate response.
Oh,
no. Okay.
Oh, yeah, everyone.
It is no
Beatrix
okay.
in a box. Beatrix goes in a box.
Oh, Lord. Oh, lordy.
We gotta protect you.
Oh, no. Okay. Lovely. How great. Okay. What a nice time for me.
So how many hit points do you have?
20.
Oh. She's fine.
Left or total?
I have 20 total. I have 20 total. Hang on. It shouldn't have done that. There we go. Okay.
I think you were all healed up last time.
Yeah,
I was healed up. So I'm adjusting. Yeah, I laid on hands of myself. So now I'm adjusting back the amount of, because a lot of that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm healed to the max, but my original max hit points are like 35. 35. And it's been taken down to 20, but I have all 20 of those hit points.
I have 19 of my 28. I have not healed myself.
All right. Well, I can lay on hands to you, since I have all these lay on hands points that I haven't used.
Cool.
All right. Well, so, let's chat about how we would like to proceed. So we're at the top of round 7. The guards will arrive in round 14. And you've got about, let's see, how many seconds is that? Like 7, 3, 6, times 6. You have about 36 seconds left, approximately 36 seconds left, until vampires start popping out, I'll just tell you. Because of Courage's turn undead. So for my purposes, it's easier to track by rounds, but I also don't want to limit you all to like having to go in order. So I would like to propose, but I'm open to other ideas, that we sort of like talk through each round, and each person can suggest like, okay, I'm going to do this action and or bonus action and or movement. And you guys can discuss this as a group, and we can just make sure that you each get to do one thing if that's what you want to do in whatever order you like. But I'll continue to count the rounds this way. Does that kind of make sense? It's like a loose initiative is what I was suggesting.
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
Should we still be? We're all downstairs with the exception of Courage, right?
Oh yes. There we go. I just forgot to switch the maps. Uh-oh. See if it shows up for me.
Oh, I see it.
Well, that's good. I just have tokens right now. We'll see if it decides to arrive. Jaime, during Vaesen the other night, I could see like nothing. Everything was just black until we had the break and I had to reset my alchemy. That was great. Like even when there were pictures in the chat, saw nothing. It's very funny.
They there must be some sort of like major back end bloat in this thing, because it is a bear of a program.
I think it's from what I have heard, and it's part of what they're looking to change with V1, is that most of the assets are rendered in 4K, and if you don't have a machine capable of that, it causes all kinds of problems.
They should just turn that down.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can go out and back in. Maybe that'll work. Nope.
Oh, now we're back.
All right.
Second floor.
Okay, I will see. That is not the case for me. I'm going to click out and then come back in and see if it'll work for me. But feel free to discuss amongst yourselves what you'd like to do with this round while I restart.
Well,
is cry an option? Can I cry?
Yeah, I've been mainly debating, as I think I said in Slack with myself, of do we start burning from the roof or do we start burning from the ground floor?
we decided to burn the place down?
Courage is gonna try to reinforce boxes. Above table, like burning only works until they get out of their box and fly out a window, so that's like one turn of some fire damage. Unless you can trap them in there.
Do they fly?
They spider climb, so they can climb out a window.
Well, jump out of a window, yeah.
Oh.
So what if, like, part of me wonders if we could put all the boxes in a central location. I could use Entangle to hold the boxes there with vines and then light the bitch on fire.
I would say
Alright.
I think we're going to have a difficult time moving the boxes. They're crates
Are they
large
heavy?
enough. They've got to be. It's a crate large enough to hold a being the same size as us with the being inside of it. So you're talking 150 to probably 200 pounds plus all of their grave dirt. I would guess
Could
that
I wild shape to move the
I
boxes?
would guess each
like
box has
turn
got
into
to weigh
a
over
bear
300
or
pounds.
something?
Well,
Like what?
let's see how big the circle that Entangle makes is. Let's see.
Could also try to trick them into thinking it's daytime and they should stay in there.
Oh, that's a good
Ha-
idea.
How would we do
And
that?
also, I mean, like at this point, we're now kind of spread out a little bit. So, like, I would imagine that even if we are kind of in a loose initiative order, that we would still all need to kind of get back
Yeah,
into one place
agreed.
in order to do that stuff. So,
Entangle is a 20
Okay.
foot square.
Okay, they might all fit. Do they fit in a 20-foot square?
I don't remember how many are left.
They could. We can move them together.
No, in other words,
I
do
don't
they
know if we can
already
move
without us having to?
They don't already. The
20
crates
feet.
are about the building. No, it'd be close.
Yeah, just
But like
'cause I
we
can't
can
see-
drag the crate a little bit. Jamie's right that it'd be hard to probably like move to a different building, but it's
Yeah.
not hard to move about this room.
Yeah, if we want to just drag them about the upstairs, that's one thing. But trying to like move them to another room or move them outside would probably be too difficult.
no, I don't think we want to do that.
Okay. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area where you cast the spell must succeed on strength save or be restrained by the plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. Would the fire hurt the plants, though?
That and they're pretty strong, so it might be like restrain half of them.
So Lucian has a suggestion, and it's that as much as I want to burn this mother to the ground as everybody else, it might be a good idea if we can simply restrain them until the guardsmen get here. Right now, it's just our word against the anyone else that these vampires are even here. The ones that we killed turned to ash, so we don't have any proof of them. There are boxes of empty dirt upstairs. If the ones that we haven't killed yet escape, we don't have any proof of what we were fighting. If we can restrain them and the guardsmen arrive, even though it's time to do that, at least we'll have proof, of what we were fighting, why we were releasing these magics and everything else in the middle of the city. My concern is that lying about vampires being in the city is one of the crimes and misdemeanors that falls under malicious unhappiness. If we don't have proof of it, what are you talking about vampires in the city? We keep them out because we're all positive mental attitude. As much as we don't trust the militia in the town or the Baron, we do need them on our side, at least in this. That's my suggestion.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point. I cannot see anything on the tactical map, so I do not know what would be required for us to push the remaining boxes into the 20-foot square so that Elandra can do entangle.
Well, but with entangle, it's just gonna, like, if we reinforce the boxes, that would buy us more time until they get out of the boxes. With entangle, there's no guarantee they'd be restrained once they came out, because as we've seen, they're very strong. It's just a strength check. If they succeed on the strength check, then they're out of the vines. Then we're fighting them.
But isn't it the same thing with the box?
I think if we reinforce the boxes,
I don't think it's
additional
because the boxes have hit points. The boxes are not just do they succeed or do they fail on a strength test and to get out of it. Like the boxes,
We can do both.
right?
All of the above.
Okay.
Okay, I'm attempting to send the top floor map for those like me who might need it for reference because it's hard to bounce back and forth.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
Someone remind me which ones.
All right.
Yeah, which ones are?
Can I make a suggestion that just because we are really metagaming the shit out of this right
We
now,
are.
and technically we're
You
still in the middle of
I
an
was
initiative
about to
work.
ask, like, what are we gonna do?
Lucian goes back upstairs. That way we can all switch to
Yeah.
the same map. We know the problem is upstairs right now, so Lucian's gonna whatever movement.
Let's
wherever
all
I'm
go
gonna- I'm
upstairs.
going back.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we'll say your round 7 is gonna be used for moving back upstairs, because I think it would take at least your movement and action. If anyone has a bonus action that they'd like to do while moving, I'm up for that.
I mean, I can wild shape if we think we need a bigger animal to move boxes, but if we don't, then I won't.
I think since we're only shoving them a little bit across the floor, we should be okay.
Okay.
Courage, since she's upstairs, will yell,
Oh yes.
"We should reinforce the boxes. Are there any supplies downstairs?" And then would spend her action looking around for hammers, nails, boards,
Yes.
tools of any kind that might be useful for reinforcing.
Can you?
It looked like, if I was not mistaken, on the first floor there was like
Yeah.
Coffin makers tools.
like coffin makers tools and all of that.
Can we carry what
Is
we
that
can?
something that
Yeah,
we could
I will
grab
say you
as
can
we
gather
go?
those as part of your action.
Tom, can you ping
What were
which,
you gonna say, Jamie?
which boxes were the ones that haven't opened yet that we would
Yeah.
need to restrain? I forget which ones. I know that I think the two right here have already been opened, right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
balls.
think one of them has.
one of them has.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to ping it. There we
So
go.
that one's been
That one-
opened.
Has not been opened. Two. Is that one a young? I think this one has not been opened yet, and this one has not been opened yet.
But
Okay,
this
so they're
guy
definitely-
and this guy have been.
Yep, and then
Yes,
the
guys.
one Courage is like standing on.
So
Has
two
also
that
been
are, two are close to each other. One is opposite side of the room.
I'm assuming we also want to reinforce before we move.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing is
Probably,
like
yeah.
if it's God, I wish we could get all three of them over near the one that's here. And then the walls behind it becomes part of the reinforcement. Mm-hmm. Or, these two all over here. Where
Further
there's-
from the windows.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
there's
away from
there's,
the
there's some where the wall is part of that reinforcement. It's got to be harder to break through one of these walls than it is to break through one of the boxes.
I would say let's do it over. Wait, how do I ping?
Yeah, how do I
Just
think?
long left click.
Oh.
Just left click and hold. Yeah.
There.
Oh, yeah, right there.
I would do it over to this one over here
Yeah.
because there's no windows nearby, whereas over here we've got a window.
Yep. Agreed.
Also, regarding supplies, I would say Courage, you find a hammer up here. There's another 2 downstairs, and folks downstairs also find some boxes of nails. Are there any other tools you're specifically looking for? So I'd say you have 3 hammers.
boards of wood, I would say. Like,
So there's lots of boards of wood up here. You can see in piles.
Oh, those are loose boards. Okay, great.
Yeah, those are loose boards.
All right, I'm guessing time is up to stop metagaming, and we got to decide on what happens in this round.
You moved upstairs and you brought supplies. Was what I thought happened in round 7.
No, the next round. I mean.
Okay, Tom, were you gonna say something about this round before we move on to round 7 or round 8?
Any automatic screwdrivers?
No, but I am carrying some incense.
I also wonder. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I could use Moonbeam on whatever box we're moving, just because it casts light, I think, and maybe it would deter them from trying to get out.
So I would say you'd be careful about it getting through gaps in the crate,
right,
and harming it and spooking it. But I think keeping Moonbeam around is a great idea.
Okay.
The challenge also would be that anybody who has to move the crates would then be in the sphere of Moonbeam.
That's a good question, though. Is it dark up here?
I don't know what time it is.
Oh yeah. I guess technically it is dark up here. There are some torches you can see like down. I can get my click to work. Down entering the room, but especially this other side, you're just getting in some some moonlight from the outside.
I think I have dark vision. Pretty sure.
If you have dark vision, you're fine. I mean, it's like black and white. If you don't, you got lucky during the fight. But you had Moonbeam up for a lot of it, Jeanette, so that definitely helped. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, so round 8, are we going in the same order?
Yes.
Okay.
If you would like, I mean, I still assume we're in loose initiative.
Yeah.
Right, so any order.
Any order you'd like. Vamps are still making noises in their crates, just to be clear.
Where is Elandra holding her Moonbeam? Because you hadn't released it, right? You still had it with concentration?
I'm trying to. I don't remember where it was.
I think it's off. I see the token is over here, but I don't know where you'd want to place it up here as we're moving crates.
Yeah, you can move it.
I think. Yeah.
Maybe there?
Oh, I know.
By the window?
Well, that top crate that you're putting it over as a
okay.
We think.
I'll just leave it here then. As long as people can get around it and not get into it.
Yeah, we can get around that. All right, so we should try to start moving. Let's start reinforcing the crates. Since that's what Courage called us up here to do.
Do we each want to take a crate? Double up on crates? What are we doing?
Just no wrong answers.
All right.
All right.
All right. So Elandra, you're.
I'll go here and work on this crate.
I'll move to this one that is closest to where Callow was. Do I have something that would be?
Oh, nice. And Moonbeam is lighting up this space, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. That's why I was asking where she was keeping it. So is anybody up here blind?
Great call.
I wish I could add it like that. All right, I'm gonna try to add, replace floor, and then I'll have a crate NPC as well. Trying to do this.
Cool.
I don't know any other way to alter it. We'll see if this works.
What's the DC and skill roll to reinforce a crate?
Yeah, that's what I was
Tell
trying
me
to
how you're
figure out.
gonna
Is
do
what are we?
I feel like Lucian is completely useless in this situation. I am not a strength character to be swinging a hammer or holding boards together. He's also still in his form of dread, which, you know, his fingers are a little weird now. So trying to swing a hammer with probably not his best bet.
All right. Beatrix has strength, has a history as an artisan, village kind of a gal. So she'll take one of the hammers and she's going to go up to the crate that looks in the worst shape. And she's going to start reinforcing.
Okay, the crate that is in the worst shape. Hold on just 2 seconds. Why it's being like this. Okay, the crate in the worst shape is this one that Elandra is next to up here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to join Elandra and I am going to I'm going to ask her to hold the boards together that I've brought and I'm going to start hammering them.
Perfect.
All right, go ahead and make like pretty naturally strong. No, I'm still gonna have you do both. Go ahead and make both just a general dexterity check, not a save, just a check, as well as a strength check.
Both of us.
Okay.
Beatrix.
Anyone that is hammering, like reinforcing these crates.
Okay. See. Dex is a 4. Garbage. Strength is much better. Strength is a 17.
All right, and you said you got a 4 on your dex.
Yeah, I only got a 4 on my dex.
So
I have a
Beatrix,
16 on dex, so I cover the dex.
Are you, so 3 of you have hammers right now is the idea. So I'm going to assume Beatrix has a hammer. Who else has a hammer?
I have a hammer.
Elandra has a hammer, and Callow has a hammer. Okay, just want to make sure.
Lucian is just, I am helping Callow to provide him advantage on his rolls. That's all I'm trying to do.
All right, go ahead and
can I
take those rolls of advantage. Yeah. And Courage, what are you doing?
Courage will...
With guidance, my friend.
Well, maybe. We'll yell to Ismark and Arena to... I think we'll encourage them to run to the guards, tell them to hurry, bring holy water, and things that fight vampires.
Okay. They will take off running. Take Nabbit.
And if you would allow...
Uh-huh.
Let's see, I see Lucian helping out Callow, Beatrix, and Elandra. Yeah, we'll give guidance to Beatrix.
All right.
I will allow
D4
that.
on one of those rolls.
All right. I will take the D4 on the dex roll. Let me grab it. A 4! Hell yeah! So it's an 8. It's an 8
Good
dex.
as it could be.
Excellent. So you take this big ol' swing back with your hammer, and just as you're like coming down on what will be both your thumb and your nail and the nail that you're pounding, you hear Courage be like, "Wait!" And you're able to still hit the nail without pounding your thumb as well.
Yay!
All right. So you do great. I'd say you get your nail. What was your strength check?
17.
17. Your nail's most of the way in. Could probably use one more pound or two. Let's see. Callow, you have
So it's so it would be a 10 for the dex and a 14 for the strength. Sorry, the rolls are
okay.
kind of...
I'd say, yeah, no worries.
with
I'd say
advantage,
you're the same as Beatrix. You've made great progress on getting your board nailed in. Elandra, you hit that nail. You're doing one of these situations, right? Like you're not hitting it very hard, but you're not hitting your thumb, and that's important.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. I'm trying to decide.
Low strength, high dex. That's what that means, huh?
That's what. Well, if you'd like to flavor it another way, I'm totally
Nope.
down.
That's a perfect way to describe it for me.
Excellent.
Nope.
Okay, and then Lucian, you're like telling Callow what to do. I'm also trying to. My floor plan is not working in terms of like putting in tokens. I might try again later, but it's like not showing up.
Yeah,
I'm very sad.
I can't see the floor plan at all. It's just a grayscale, like.
Oh, I'm
series
sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be just me, but yeah, at a certain point, I may need to log back in and out just to see if it'll fix it.
All right. Okay, Beatrix, Elandra, Callow, all nailing their boards. Okay, I think that's everybody. Did I miss anyone?
Irina,
Okay.
Ismark, are they running off? Doing what
They
you
ran
asked?
off.
Okay, great.
Okie dokie. Oh, that's your thing. Okay. Next round. Are you gonna keep nailing boards?
Any boxes missing that I should run to? The one in the corner over here, maybe?
Yeah, number 6 doesn't have anyone reinforcing it.
Yeah, so I'll run over there and do my little dealo again.
I'd like to hammer in the weak nail that I had and also the one that Elandra had that are both like stuck in there pretty good but could use another swipe. I would like to hit both of those if I may.
I will say because you were 3/4 of the way done with yours, you may do that. And Elandra,
Okay.
You can make progress on Elandra's. It's possible you get it all the way in, but only with a natural 20.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll for my. Do you want both dex and strength again,
I do, please.
or just strength? Okay. All right. So for the first nail, dex is 11. Strength is 12 for my nail. That was 3/4 of the way in.
You finish your nail.
Yay, okay.
Also, before you continue, Courage, what are you doing this turn? And let's ask the non-nail people what they're doing.
Yeah, I would just, at least in thinking about this, I would suggest like not go nail by nail, but just give like reinforcement scores and better rolls to boost it more. Because like we might quibble about like a nail takes a second, and like yeah. Anyway.
It's more of a generally. We'll say like I was thinking more like your board is in place, like you got so it's like the number of boards and how much that's reinforcing it.
Sure.
I'm just narrating with nails.
All right. Would assist Beatrix by bringing over more boards and supplies.
All right,
to help
great.
with the reinforcement of that crate.
All right.
As Elandra goes by me, I'm gonna just you see the weird figure of Lucian reach out and just the back of his hand touches her, and he wishes her luck and he casts guidance on Elandra as she goes by.
Thanks.
Okay.
Guidance.
Lucian, cast guidance.
I'm gonna cast guidance there because Courage has got guidance that she can do on herself, and I'm already giving you advantage on your rolls because I'm just gonna do help.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Yeah. Yep.
All right. One, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, Beatrix. So we'll say you're finished with one board.
All right. Now the board Elandra was working on. Here I go.
All right.
Dex is 13. Strength is 17.
All right. Those are great. How much did you say the strength was again?
17.
17? Great. We'll say you finish that board as well.
Yay!
And I'd say you guys can get like up to 3 boards to reinforce these.
All right.
For what it's worth. All right. So that was Beatrix.
So how much reinforcing happened on the crate that I was working on already?
You are most of the way done with 1 board.
Okay. Well, I will do it again then.
All right.
Nice.
Well, hey, look at that.
Amazing.
Whoa.
Well, hey, look at that.
Dang.
Suck it,
Dang!
Max.
Yeah, you just are like fwam, and if you'd like, you can also get 3/4. So you can finish 1 total board with that roll. So that means you can finish what you're working on and get halfway done with another one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we get
Right.
some Callow flavor on that?
Uh,
I don't picture him hitting hard. I picture him like hitting precisely. It's really about the angle.
it's not so much like a bang hitting hard. It's like very precisely, and then just like the strength is not so much like how many. It's a combined strength. So it's lots of little precise hits, all of them really fast and gnome-like.
Fantastic. All right, looks like Elandra is also hammering in her board, so you're just getting started on this one. Elandra, you're super precise as well, like Callow. You've got this, yeah, but you're still also being quite careful with your strength. We'll say you're, but you rolled a really high dex, so we're gonna say you're halfway done with this board.
Awesome.
3/4. Sorry, 3/4. That's what Okie dokie. Up to round 10.
We need to start moving them together.
You gonna do that?
What? How many more rounds do
manage
we
any of
have?
that work?
I can help with that. And we'll start pulling the one by Beatrix over to the corner. To the
Okay.
corner that Elandra's by.
Okay.
This form that you're in here, Lucian, is this allow you any advantages on dragging such a crate? Those are mighty large arms you have.
Unfortunately, no.
For God's sakes.
I see. So it's more of a appearance.
It's an aesthetic.
An aesthetic.
I hope
Very
you
well.
sound mad about it.
I do. My shoulders droop.
It's a very good
Is
aesthetic.
Lucian's voice different?
It's quite terrifying.
Did you hear him, Jamie?
No, what was that?
Is Lucian's voice different in this form?
Only when he first transforms. Just because of the pain of it. But after it
forgot
settles.
to keep doing the voice.
No.
It's like Christian Bale Batman, where he's like, "Oh wait, am I wearing a mask?" Right.
Okay, so
All
I'm
right,
gonna get out of the way so we can move the boxes over here.
Okay, where all are you moving the boxes?
To this corner.
To where? Okay, so like they're 3 deep.
There.
That guy, yeah.
Let's see, can I duplicate you easily? No, but gonna get these crates, it's just slow. Alrighty. I am gonna need anyone that's making I assume that more than one person at a time is gonna try to move these crates because they are quite heavy.
How heavy?
I would say like Honestly, it's like super heavy. Like 400 pounds because it's like grave dirt and body. I've been trying to Google it.
The
and I
good news
think
is that
that's
it's only
correct.
dead weight.
Some of you are quite strong, so
Some
it's
of us are
possible
not.
working.
Some of
Some
us,
of you are,
All right.
some of us
but
ain't.
could be some creative ways.
Okay. All right. Beatrix is gonna help Callow and Lucian with the crate that she's next to. So the three of us together, hopefully, will do it. I don't know that Beatrix
Wait, aren't you
has.
next to the crate up in the upper corner?
Yeah, you were working on that top corner one.
I thought that someone said they came over to the one that I was working on and started to push it.
Courage did, but you could
Yeah,
help
Courage.
Courage.
Oh, Courage did. Okay. All right. All right. So I guess Courage, you and I can start pushing this guy. Should we do it
Perfect.
together? All right.
Yeah.
Are the boxes?
Great.
Are they?
So that's-
Are they wiggling at all? Are we hearing any noises from the boxes? Anything while we're doing
yes,
all this?
the box. You can still hear like scratching from inside the boxes. Like there's still splinters coming off as you're like pounding these boards over the boxes.
They shouldn't
Alright.
be trying to escape, though. It should be more like whimpering if they're all afraid and just taking dodge actions.
Oh, that's true. All right, fair enough.
I also, if we
All
can't,
right.
if there's anything where we can't move them, I have a summon beast that has a pretty high strength.
Do these
18
count as
plus.
beasts?
I don't know.
No, like
But let's see
No,
how.
I think Jeanette's saying that she would summon a beast that
that
would
could help
you.
us move
Right,
it. Yeah.
that can help us.
Oh, cool. All right.
pull up a donkey to start pulling.
Right.
Just
All right, Courage. Should we...
summon donkey.
Summon donkey.
Only Callow is allowed to talk to Donkey.
Oh.
Beatrix yelling out the window like, does anybody have like a bridle?
Can I ask this kind of a metagamey question? But would
No metagaming at this point.
I'm wondering, from a DM perspective, I know what their weaknesses are. I'm wondering if any of our characters would have an idea about how to kill vampires, because there's a whole pile of stakes right here that I just want to start slamming through these crates into the fucking vampires. But I don't know if we can actually. Would we know that a stake through the heart can kill a
So-
vampire?
I sort of have I have two answers. First answer is that Ismark and Arena did not mention it when you guys asked them earlier if they know how to kill a vampire. I believe they just said something along like running water, sunlight. So they did not tell you. Otherwise, I think it's kind of up to you, and if that's something your character would genuinely know. Like, I think Lucian has a higher chance of knowing than others because he's read a lot and he's old. But like a regular, like a Beatrix, like a younger human, might not know that because unless she happened to like read a tome on vampires before she left. But I don't know why she would do that, you know?
No.
Exactly. So sort of like judge for yourself if you think that that's something your character would have come across. I'd say it's not like super common information in terms of like, you're not just going to see it everywhere, but it's also not impossible to find. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Is it something like a DC 15 would know, or a DC 20, or?
We could
Yeah,
roll if you would like to roll.
I'm willing to roll for it.
All right. I'd say history or nature feel right to me, or even religion.
It's one of those weird things, right? Like even in like our own lore, everyone's
Yeah,
heard
it's
of
like we know.
Well, I'm saying like everybody's heard of like Transylvania and Dracula and knows,
Yeah.
that myth of vampires needing a stake through the heart. But that's our world, not this world. So I just wonder like how well known would that be? Let's see. You said history, religion,
Or nature.
or nature.
I'm religion would be pretty high and specific. Like I don't think Lucian should roll a religion check, but yeah, character appropriate is what I'm going for. Wow. Elandra with a 19, you definitely know. Can you tell us a little bit about how Elandra might have come across this information?
I'm thinking about that. I rolled just to see.
Just for
I don't-
funsies?
Yeah.
You can also decide that like you wouldn't know it, but
I mean, I am old and I have very high wisdom.
love it.
And I travel.
Courage, you
and
are not.
Yeah, a druid? Yeah, I don't know.
Courage thinks we just have to take them to church. Need a sermon.
I mean, it's
Maybe some.
she's not totally wrong. They don't like churches, as far as you know.
There's some plants that work too. Probably scallions.
All right, are we
all
moving the
right.
boxes? Are we?
Yeah.
Are we...
Okay.
What are we doing?
If you're moving the boxes, we're going to do strength checks to do that. How it's going to work is you need, in order to move that much weight, you can either do, you can do a combined roll with whoever you're moving it with, and the combined strength check has to be a 23 or higher. Or one person can roll with advantage if you think that's better. And we can also, and we'll do this cumulatively. So even if like you start and you don't get the total of 23 that you need, we'll add up to it. And then you move half of your total movement speed.
Okay.
Just to clarify the mechanics, so we either both roll and we add them, try to get a 23, or one person rolls with advantage and we add both of their rolls together to try to hit 23?
I was just doing advantage, like if one person had a really bad strength score, like as in you would have one score. So it's probably advantageous for you both to roll score. I don't really know how to do, I'm making this up as we go along. If you know a better mechanic, then say it.
I would say, either, typical would be both people roll or one people rolls with advantage, but like rolling separately doesn't get to add them. So make a lower DC that we can try to hit.
I'm telling you what D&D rules are. It's 23 to move 400 pounds.
Okay.
Is the strength check. And I thought it was nice for me to let you add your strength checks.
That is nice. But it punishes giving advantage to someone, so like helping doesn't matter. But that's fine. Like it would make sense if you could do that and the person getting the help can add both of their rolls.
Sure, we can do
Courage. All right.
Beatrix, go for it.
Should we do it? All right. Here we go. Strength roll.
Why don't you?
And
roll
you're
twice?
helping?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First roll is adding 4 to 13 is a 17. Not good enough. Second roll is a crit.
Wow.
Like-
All right. I would say with that, you can go you can push the crate full movement speed since you critted.
Yay!
You guys
All
like
right,
hit a smooth spot on the floor.
Yay! Something going right for once.
I do wonder can I get through those other boxes.
This one here is not
Yeah.
there.
This is
A lot of them have been destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Great.
Okay. So pushing it toward the pre-agreed upon spot. Do I make it all the way there?
So you can move it up to 30 feet. And it
All
starts
right.
in that
I am
corner.
I am
Yes.
a little bit hampered here because my alchemy is not working for me.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
I will let Courage tell me where I'm pushing it because I can't fucking see. So
I think, does that seem right?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
All right.
25 feet.
All right,
25
let's
feet.
do it.
Good job.
Mm-hmm. So you got another 5 feet still.
All right.
Okay. And is that what we wanted to do?
Yeah.
We wanted it to be there? All right,
Rock and roll.
all right, great. Cool.
All right.
I will use my remaining 5 feet of movement to pick up another board because we can have 3. And I'll try to put one more board on this sucker next turn.
All right. Yeah, I'll move you over here.
Or to go next to another board to pick it up. Right? Like whatever.
There's a whole bunch by you anyway.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
But we are gonna say that you guys are both kind of standing on some boards right now in order to keep that space clear.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Callow and Elandra, are you guys moving back to who's helping you?
Let's try. Yeah? I don't know.
Very well, if we must.
I don't know if I'd be able to do this with an animal, but I'll give it. What are we rolling? Strength?
You're rolling strength, and either you can both roll and add them, or one of you can roll with advantage and add them and add those two together.
I have very high strength compared.
Is it better than a
You have
-1?
better strength? You don't.
All right.
Because I got a -1.
Yeah, I got a -1 as well. Like, do you have a positive modifier?
I do have positive modifier. So
Okay, then you roll with advantage.
roll with advantage. 16. What's advantage? It just roll again.
Yeah, roll a second time, and we'll add them together.
Okay, thanks. 22. Fuck.
Oh man, you guys start to budget. I'll give you, with 22, you're really close. So I'll give you like 1/4 of your movement. So we'll say like you can move it 10 feet. So
All
a
right.
third actually, but.
So it's like, I can't move it. Okay.
How about,
Thank you.
oh, except it's not cooperating. Let's try again. Ah! Okay, I think that seems right. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, Lucian, are you, what are you doing? You suggested that they move it, but I would say that's a free action.
It's just going to be atrocious. I'm going to try to help push the box just for shits and giggles.
All right, give it a go.
Is it just a regular strength or is it advantage? It's just one
Go.
person.
Yeah, I would say go ahead and just roll your strength, and we'll go ahead and add it to their total, and it might be able to get it the rest of the way.
Unless you roll a 1.
3 is better than 0.
3 is better than 0. I'll say with that, you guys get it another 5 feet here. And this only works because, I mean, these boxes are big, but like this only works because Callow's so short and you're so tall. So like you're kind of pushing over him and he's like pushing down low. Elandra's really doing the heavy lifting here, but
Oh man. All right.
okay.
So how many more
10.
rounds?
2
Round
more.
11. You guys start to hear yelling and approaching feet from the distance out through the open window.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, so I will nail in the remaining board to the guy that I have.
That's which this one. Let's see. I have to remember which was which now. This one is board 3. So number 3 is this one that you're in front of, or number 2 is this one. Number 3 has +2 right now, like 2 boards. Number 2 has 1.5, and number 6 only has like a board that's very loosely, sort of like hanging off the edge. Number 6 is the one farthest towards the wall. 3 is the one in the
Okay.
middle, 2 is the one that Elandra and Callow are pushing.
Okay, I'll go to the one that's least reinforced, and I will try to add to it.
Okay,
Same. And
so
can I
you're trying-
stand on top of the box that I go to?
Sure.
So, like, I'm going to keep reinforcing this one.
Okay. All right, box 6. Before we do rolls, what's everyone else doing?
Courage would go over to Lucian, and whisper, or say softly, like, Lucian, you're convincing. Could you maybe persuade them that the sun is rising? And she'll use her action to cast light on something big. Maybe just the crate she's closest to, near Lucian.
Okay, that's crate number 2.
That seems... yeah, sure. Done.
All right, I
Okay.
can't stress how much I cannot see.
Yeah.
Are these crates close enough together for Elandra to cast Entangle on them? All of them?
Yes.
They are.
They are? Okay. Good. Cool.
Okay.
So if Courage is casting light on one of these things, I can also maybe from so where did you cast light again?
The crate closest to Courage, and it's got a 20 feet bright light range.
Never mind. Okay, that doesn't really help. Well, I don't know. In case it helps a little bit, Callow can go right over. I don't see what my token is. Oh, anyway, whatever. To the pile of wood that's sort of like just on the other side of that crate, like just sort of down from that crate, and I can take out a little bit of a tiny little vial and sprinkle it onto that wood there, and with my magical tinkering, I can make it cast bright light in a 5-foot radius. So just from the other side, just as a
So the crate that's against the wall?
convincing. I was thinking, well, so this is.
Can you ping?
So I was thinking right here, right?
Okay.
I don't see my token. I think Courage is on top of me.
I don't either. Is that right?
Ah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's correct.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, didn't see you there,
Alright, yeah, so I'll
buddy.
just go right there.
Okay, so you also cast light.
Well, magical tinkering on the
Yes.
the wood. So it's a 5-foot radius of bright light, and then a 5-foot radius beyond that of dim light.
Okay, I think I saw Elandra rolled some dice to further reinforce box 6. You do great. I'd say that's you're 1.5 done, or 1 plus 1.5.
All right.
Do you want to roll, Beatrix?
Yes. All right. Dex 14. Strength 15.
All right. You've got 2.5 boards nailed in.
Yay!
So it's like 2 are really securely on there, and 1's like kind of on there.
Okay. So has everyone gone? Or no,
Looks
Lucian's
like.
still gotta go.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, Lucian.
So Lucian, hearing Courage's encouragement and recognizing that we're going to try to fool these things, is going to cast Minor Illusion so that it sounds like a rooster crowing just outside the window to the north. And he is going to then growl into the boxes, "Daylight comes for you, carrion eaters. Break out now to your own peril. We've got you." In the distance, he's
All right.
just outside the window with his minor illusion.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Here.
Amazing.
Does he get any sort of advantage on the deception because of the light?
I'm gonna say it's a lower DC. No, that's not true. I was gonna roll contested. Yeah, roll with advantage. I love it. Great plan. $17. Okay. I'm gonna just roll right over this. Ooh. I'm rolling like garbage tonight. They all quiet down even more. Like before they were kind of whimpering and they go still. They all failed their insight check.
Mm.
Okay.
Ought we not to entangle these creatures now that they seem to be a bit more contained?
I'm gonna try to finish my board here.
Okay, so for this next round, Elandra wants to finish the board.
Shit.
Although, Elandra, if you want to cast Entangle and give your hammer to somebody else, you could cast Entangle last, and then we can all make a break for the stairs.
That's a good idea.
All right, so Beatrix will hammer the last of the crate that she was working on just now.
Okay, that's number 6.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Dex, 13. Strength, 18. I'm dumb. I didn't
Great
know
job.
that.
All right, you have a full 3 boards, like nailed onto the top. Great job. All right. So just to go over it, so you all know, this one closest to the wall now has +3 to what, like it has 3 boards. This one in the middle has 1.5 boards, and this one in the end has 2 boards.
Just so we know, entangle is concentration.
So, it
So
drops
if I
from
leave,
me.
it's done. I think, right?
No, it's
You can leave. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. I was gonna say
Mhm.
it just means that you'll lose control of your moonbeam because that's also a concentration spell. As long as you continue to concentrate, the entangle will stay where it is for however
Okay.
long the spell lasts.
It says up to a minute, so I don't even know if it's worth it.
I would think so.
That's enough. That's more.
a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
rounds.
a, that's all. That's
Okay.
10 full rounds as the guard tries to
Got
get
it.
here.
All right, Callow, Lucian, Courage. What would you all like to do this round while Elandra thinks about her entangle?
Lucian is going to begin to run for the stairs and drop his form of dread. I'm heading downstairs to try and see if I can't begin to explain things to the guard as they arrive, so that they don't just come in here sword swinging, thinking that we're all
Great.
ne'er-do-wells.
Are you gonna explain to them the way you currently look?
No, that's why I'm saying I'm dropping my.
Oh,
form
I
of dread.
gotcha. Thank you. Sorry. Missed that.
Courage also starts running for the stairs at the same time with the idea of like, okay, I gotta explain the ruse and gotta explain this giant purple figure, and then sees Lucian running next to her, like, oh, it's a little easier then. But we'll keep heading downstairs.
Okay.
Callow will also keep heading downstairs.
Actually, I think, seeing Lucian turn and seeing Callow head that way, we'll, like, go halfway and then stop and be like, all right.
I mean, that would be 30. I'm just going to use it as a dash action. So that'd
Sure.
be 30, 10, 15, 20, 25 will put me toward the bottom of the stairs, I think.
I do have a question.
As far because I
Sorry.
only have 25 feet and 25 feet of movement, so I'll get there.
Go ahead and you said you had a question, Jeanette?
Yeah, the grass. Do I have to be anywhere near like vines or weeds in order to use this spell?
You do not, or at least traditionally, that's how it's used.
So I just pull them randomly up from the ground somewhere.
Magic and whatnot.
Yep.
Cool.
You could role
Life
play
is
it
everywhere.
like they come like the vines that were growing on the eastern side come creeping through the windows, crawling along the floor towards you,
Perfect.
hovering like snakes, waiting for your command.
Or
Let's go with
suddenly
it.
the wood in the floor itself comes back to life and starts sprouting.
Love it. You guys are way
Okay,
better
so-
storytellers.
So you cast Entangle on these
Yes.
boxes?
I do.
Okay.
And then I will.
And then
run
you've
down
got 30
the
feet of movement.
Yeah.
Whoop. Hold on. So, wait, where were you before?
All right, right here. Oh God, I lost my. There.
Oh, you're right
Why
behind
can't I
me.
move myself?
Here, let's see if I can move you
There I
around a
go.
little bit.
I got it. Oh,
Okay, great. Oh, sorry.
that's okay. I gotcha.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
just squeeze right past
Just
you.
so that's-
Past you there.
squeeze right past you there one time.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to take a break to do some maths really. Go ahead.
Did you hop down after hammering to get out of Entangle way?
Yes.
Beatrix. So Beatrix, did you?
Or Beatrix wants to be tied there, ready to fight.
Beatrix
Yeah,
hasn't
she
used her
can't
movement.
move herself, so
She's gonna use all her movement and run for the stairs before this casting.
Okay.
She used her action. Yeah, she used her action, and now she's gonna use her movement.
Okay. There you go. Jeanette, did you move the distance that you wanted to move?
no. Should I do that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'll just end up somewhere along here. I don't know where this door is.
Yeah. The door is like back over here. So.
Okay. Oh man, my board is. It's fine. So vines are covering all the boxes.
Amazing. Alrighty.
In the way that Jaime and Callow described.
Perfect. Amazing.
The floor turns into a
Thanks,
primordial ooze. Life evolves until vines come crawling up around the boxes.
Life finds
That's
a
a
way.
Love you guys.
All right. I might have to take a break to do some math because you guys did a lot of things and I want to math it. I mean, I don't want to math it because I hate math, but alas, this is what I must do. So let's take... Yep, let's take a 10-minute break so I can roll some dice and do some math.
Thanks.
Cool.
Oh,
I will say, you hear the guards' footprints outside as they start to run up at the end of this round.
Great craft battle, everyone.
Such
Yay!
craft.
All right, I'm gonna log out and log back in, see if I can get the tactical map working.
Great plan.
Lucian's gonna look over his shoulder real quick and see Callow at the top of the stairs and be like, "I'm not good with people. Hurry up!"
Coming as fast as they can. Show me some more.
Okay. We're at round 13. You guys have mostly run downstairs. Boxes are entangled. Guards are coming, as you can see at the edge of the screen there. Would you still like to stay in this loose initiative for now?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Sure. I'll tell you when I need to switch back. Or you guys can decide. Either is fine. Okay, so I'm crunching. What would you all like to do with this round? Oh, Tom, you're muted.
Courage upstairs is just watching the boxes, and would also like to use thaumaturgy to make another rooster call, similar to Lucian's.
Okay. You can hear them. You hear their voices within the crates. Like, we need to get out, but it's morning. We can't come out. And like some discussion.
Beatrix is going to make sure that her shield with the Lathander sign is facing out, and she's gonna walk out toward the guards, and she's gonna start explaining what's going on.
So I think you'll probably have to use movement to get downstairs. Hold on, I'm gonna go back upstairs. I'm really testing my alchemy limits. There we are. So you are still upstairs. 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
20, 25. So you can get to the top of the stairs with just your movement.
Uh-huh.
Do you need me to move you, or can you see now?
I can see now, I think. All right, let me see if I can grab myself. Can I grab myself and move myself? I don't know if I can. I'm clicking on me and nothing is happening. You might need to move me.
Okay, I can move you.
Yeah, it might be because I'm underneath you.
Oh, that could be why.
That's probably why. Yeah.
All right, this is about 15 feet.
All right.
I'll just finish moving you. 25, 30, I think. You can use your action to dash and continue down the stairs if you'd like.
I think I will do that. Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Switch to another layer. I'm really testing alchemy tonight. 20, 25, 30. Okay. You're about halfway past the front door. Halfway to the front door.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yay! I'm gonna start to call toward the guards. 3 vampires spawn upstairs. We dealt with 3 more. We've got them restrained in their boxes.
Okay. Daniels. towards the door. Okie dokie. Who else?
So Callow has moved further down the stairs to where I am now. There, that was my round.
Excellent. Callow moves towards the door.
So actually,
got
I guess
Lucian
I
and
can still,
Elandra.
that was just my movement. I can still dash.
You can, if you'd like.
That gets me to what? Gets me to the door, basically.
All right, you can see these guards running towards the door.
Is the door open or closed?
It's open because you all had run outside earlier to fight, and I don't think anyone closed it behind them.
Right. And how far are the guards? Is the guards? They are where they appear to be on the map, or are they further than that?
They're like 5 feet further away.
Okay.
And how they appear.
Gotcha.
They were going to arrive at the door at the end of this round. All right. Callow moved. Beatrix moved. Courage did thaumaturgy. We've got Elandra and Lucian.
Elandra's gonna ask Courage if she wants me to stay upstairs with her. Can't hear you, Tom. Sorry.
Elandra, I would always enjoy your company, especially this fine morning.
Perfect. So yeah, I'll stay upstairs and not go down the stairs. I don't think I made it down the stairs anyway, so I'll hang out up here just in case.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do up here?
Keep reinforcing crates.
So right now all the crates are covered in vines.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I'm good.
Okay. Great. Lucian.
So Lucian's gonna make his way up to beside Callow to the door.
Sorry, I'll put you back upstairs.
That's all right. We can just play that window and the door the same thing. And he is going to scream out at the guards, attempting to be a bit intimidating. Run as if your lives depend on it. We've got vampire spawn trapped upstairs.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me.
As you blew past Beatrix, did y'all say anything? Just have to know.
Shit.
I think we would have actually gone. We would have been ahead of Beatrix.
Yeah.
Based on where she was. So, she went first in the loose initiative, but we would have been ahead of her. So we didn't go past her. Really.
Amazing. Lucian, you see they look to each other and they're like, the old man wasn't lying. And they really kick it into high gear. And they're gonna get to speed towards the door just a little bit faster. With your scary intimidation. Yeah. Vampire spawn? Nope, I don't know why it won't. Maybe? There we go. Where did vampire spawn come from? We haven't seen vampire spawn in this city in years.
we can provide you clarity on that later. Right now, there are a number of boxes upstairs marked junk. The ones that still have vampire spawn in them have been reinforced into a corner. But if they begin to break out, we're going to need all the assistance that we can. My friends are upstairs right now guarding the boxes. And I'm going to kind of point back towards the staircase.
Yeah. Suppose we should go check things out.
With an alacrity.
With an alacrity. Okay. Starting the next round. Would we still like to stay in loose initiative?
Say whatever works best for you. It kind of depends on the spawns.
I will tell you that spawns. I still have a couple rounds where loose initiative. I will tell you when I need to not be in loose initiative. I'm just making sure that you all are still good with it. All right, what are you guys doing? Yeah. Okay. Great. The guards are with you. They look willing to go upstairs.
Yes. So, Callow would sort of say, there were 6 of them in total. We managed to dispatch 3 of them by the skin of our teeth. I don't know if we've got the fightiness left to deal with the other 3.
Well, there are more of us coming. More what we could spare for now. But might be a few minutes. You said they're trapped?
For the time being, I don't know how long that might last.
All right.
Quickly, to the stairs.
Well, go to the stairs. All right, we can say 5, 10, 15, we can say everyone can sort of get to the top of the stairs if everyone downstairs wants to move back up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Everybody's got their steps in.
Murder on my knees.
Okay. Somewhere around there.
Callow would probably definitely be in the back of the pack because he is.
Yeah, I'm letting the guys
has gone up and down the stairs multiple times, and he only has 25 feet of movement anyway.
Oh, fair point. That's funny. And Lucian tries to make the guards go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the guards go up first so that as they're going up the stairs, I'm gonna say, our friends, Courage and Elandra, are upstairs watching over the crates.
The guards at first look resistant to going ahead of you, but they're still scared of you from your intimidation check earlier, so they
Faster,
they reluctantly move
maggots!
to the front, like shaking with their swords out in front of them.
If they're afraid of that, we're in trouble.
All right, and Beatrix, you're headed up. Would you like to be in front of the guards or behind? Okay.
I'll stay behind the guards. I'm aware that I'm like not as useful as I used to be.
You're still very useful. All right, Elandra and Courage, what are you guys doing?
If I see the guards, I'm probably gonna say, I hope you brought something worthwhile to defeat these little shits.
Got my sword.
Not enough. Not enough.
We can leave if you don't want us here.
Oh no, please stay. But
no, we need meat shields.
We definitely need more than swords.
Courage will say, Elandra, they'll be fine on a beautiful morning like this. And would like to again cast thaumaturgy to get some like birds chirping sounds, and would also step to the window and look outside to see if she sees Irina or Ismark.
All right.
Let me know if that's too much.
I don't think that's too much. Because it's kind of a movement and action situation. Will you go ahead and roll a deception check for me? For the bird sounds. Just help me with my mouth.
That's lucky. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You'd heard them murmuring, like, yes, daylight. It's like, I hear the birds chirping. Must be morning, but we need to get out.
And at this point, spiritual weapon will fade since it's been a minute since that was cast.
Okay,
So feeling that
tracking
disappear, Courage will just whisper a thank you to Shantea.
Oh, very nice. And you do not see Ismark and Irina. Looking out the window, and I think you have pretty high perception in general. You do. You can hear the sounds of like people running in the distance. So you get the sense that like people are mobilizing. It's just, these are 6-second rounds. That takes some time.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. This was gonna be last loose initiative round, but you get an extra. You get a bonus because you guys are doing great. What would you like to do?
I think Elandra would like to ask the guards if they've experienced these creatures before, what they know about them, how they've killed them before, those types of questions.
Mm-hmm. They look at each other, and they say, no, we've never actually had one in the city before. At least not in our lifetimes. I think they used to be more common, but I mean, I've heard sunlight is helpful. It looks like you guys did a lot to get them outside. I'll say that like the guards have sort of come around. 30. They've kind of come around this corner here. Damn it. Sorry. In order to like get a better view, and they're like, well, normally we'd say expose them to the sunlight. That's not really an option right now.
No, we don't want
water.
Right.
No. Do you guys know of any other ways to kill them besides sunlight?
Holy water seemed to do some damage.
I don't have any of that, but maybe some of the guys from the west side will bring it. We left in a hurry.
Beatrix is gonna come the rest of the way up the stairs, and she's gonna volunteer that she still has a little bit of holy water left.
All right.
Could likely.
And she's gonna say, does anyone else know anything about vampires? So we've got running water, not helpful. Sunlight, not helpful. Anyone know anything else? I don't know anything.
Courage will say, we'll walk towards them. Guards, great to see you. Beatrix, you're right that sunlight's not helpful as long as they stay in their crates. Hopefully they'll show themselves on this fine morning, wink wink. And we'll wink at the guards too.
Oh, right, fine morning. Gotcha.
Lucian is going to make mention that in his studies of the undead, he has heard that if they are incapacitated, a stake through the heart may send them back to their unholy makers.
Does a
I thought
sword
that
through
was
the
just a
heart
rumor.
count?
No, it needs to be a wooden stake.
We got enough wood around here.
You see the
Should
guards like
craft
look
some
at their.
stakes?
They each have like a wooden spear. And they're like, oh, that's why we have these.
Oh, good.
I always thought it was
Beatrix
weird
is
that they
gonna
were
say-
wood and not metal.
Beatrix is gonna say, okay, I propose that the first ones to come out, whoever is closest to them each grab a limb, and then someone else stabs the heart.
These creatures seem rather
Wow.
strong, however. Not sure that we could
Yeah.
hold them effectively.
I'm outie 5,000
Well, what else
and
can
need
we-
a rest. So we can let the rest of the guards come and they can manage it.
Well, what else can we do but try, right? Once one's out, we're gonna have to deal anyway. And Beatrix is also gonna realize that Elandra needs a little healing, and she's gonna go over to her and do lay on hands to try to heal her to the maximum of what she would need. So how many hit points can I give you in this circumstance,
I think
Elandra?
she just got up and went in the kitchen for a
Yeah.
I think she was making. She
That's
was.
what she meant by adding 5,000.
Does
Alright.
anyone else know how many hit points I can give her?
I'm looking to see if she's got it. So she's at 14 of 28 on her D&D Beyond sheet.
Okay,
Wait,
I have yeah. Mm-hmm.
19.
I can
That's what
heal
they'll
you.
use for next two.
All right, I can give you then. I have enough in my pool to do that since I use so much of it to heal myself to an extent that I can't do because. All right, here we go. So, you need 14. I can give you that. All right, I will touch Elandra and give her 14 hit points.
So it's 14 heal, right? That's what I'm doing.
Uh huh.
Sorry about the noise.
Thanks.
You are welcome, ma'am.
Okay. I would say that is pretty close to around Callow. Callow and Lucian. Well, Lucian, you kind of chatted with them.
Yep.
I'd say you have a little bit more you could do. Callow, you haven't really done much.
I just kind of moved back into the space, just following behind the guards there.
Okay. And Courage, I realized you've just sort of like encouraged. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's good. Bring the guards in on the roofs.
And do we have an idea how far away from the dawn we actually are?
Still several
I do.
hours. Oh yeah.
I thought it's like dinner time.
It's like 10 p.m.
I was gonna say we.
Okay, a long time.
Yep.
Too long to hold out. Too long to hold out.
Okay. Yeah, Lucian, did you want to do anything else?
No, he's just gonna hang, kind of toward the back, though he will ask the guards like how far behind you is your backup?
They'll say, we've got one more that should be here pretty soon. But we encountered your friends as we were running here, and they still had to run to the other side of town, so it's going to be a little bit.
All right. I think Beatrix. I am having trouble moving her. If someone would move her next to Elandra, which is what she was doing, so that yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
there we go.
we'll say that you did your lay on hands this turn because it would have taken you 2 actions, or it would have taken you movement and
there we
action
go.
last turn to get to Elandra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Great. All right, this is going to be the last round, unless something happens where we're in loose initiative. Then we'll start regular. You hear the vampires are like, "It can't be daylight. Surely it's not. We heard them. We heard them leave." So Beatrix has laid hands on Elandra. What else would folks like to do?
Courage would sidle up to Beatrix. Beatrix, have the bones done anything? Could they help us here?
Oh, Beatrix is gonna check her bag of bones. Have they done anything?
Bag of bones. Let me check something real quick on you, Beatrix. Might be next round.
What if we start driving stakes and spears through the boxes? We have hammers. At
That does seem like a great idea.
the very least, we'd be pinning them in place inside the boxes, pincushion style.
Although I don't know if we can get through the vines.
Yeah, you would be splintering all that nice wood that you just put on there.
Let's let them try to free themselves and then deal with them being staked.
I just want to argue that every one of those shards of wood or slivers of wood is just another stake that could possibly pierce an artery. Send them on their way.
Not wrong.
It does have to be the heart, though. And the more bad blows we make, the easier it is for them to get out. In other words, the more times we miss.
Did we
I
ask
will
the-
say from a metagame perspective, the vampires have to be incapacitated, which is a very specific condition. So if you in order for the stake to kill them, they'll still hurt them.
Shit.
Like you can still do a ton of damage, but I just want to.
It'd be like bludgeoning, or yeah, okay, all right.
Dang it, Emily. I wanted to see someone
Really?
put a stake through one of them and it didn't die. I wanted to see the surprise.
Emily telling players so that you're not upset later if you're like, but we did this. Your characters do not necessarily know about incapacitated, so
Did any of us ask
I'm being too nice today.
the guards if they carry holy water?
Yeah, we asked. They don't.
Yeah, they said they don't.
These guys packed up too fast.
And they clearly didn't seem to know how to kill them.
Haven't seen vampires in these parts in ages. Okay. All right, so Beatrix, you've done some things. Courage, Beatrix, you've done your things. Courage, you've asked about the bones. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Would then get closer to the boxes, and just be looking for any gaps in the wood where she can spot them. Probably, yeah.
I would say you have a pretty high perception. I'm not going to make you roll. So the boxes are pretty, the slats are actually pretty close together. It seems like these were fairly well made with the intention of not letting in light. And especially with the extra boards you've nailed and the vines, you can't really see them through the boxes because they're well made and the light's not getting through. At least not very much. You get the sense that if it's getting through, it's quite filtered. But you can definitely see motion within as they're sort of moving around in their boxes.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
Anyone
just
else?
keep an eye.
Go ahead. Okay. Anyone else?
I am going to quickly just ask everyone, does anyone know what these bites do to us?
Oh,
I
actually,
certainly feel.
Go ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, you probably know more than I do.
I mean, we haven't encountered these before, but we do know that if they bite you, they don't necessarily turn you into vampires. I think it just hurts. They drain,
Don't
takes a day to
necessarily?
recover. But
Okay.
That's a relief. We both
Yeah,
got bit, so.
I mean, you should treat it like a wound, with apply some disinfectant and salve and whatnot, but you're not going to become a vampire. You're not in any imminent danger. Unless they drained you of your blood and then replaced your blood with their blood and had you drink their blood. They didn't do that, right?
No.
Yes, I
Take
think
it. Yeah, no give, only take.
Yeah, that much we know. We know not to. I heard there was a rumor a few years ago. Someone got bit, and then everyone tried to kill that guard, and we later learned that was a bad idea. They learned, not us. We were.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Callow, Lucian, anything you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna stay back
Yep.
where I am right now, and I guess ready a firebolt for the first moment that I see a vampire.
Lucian is going to go into his mind palace and think to himself, anywhere in this coffin maker shop did I see a lantern rather than a candle?
Great question.
Because a lantern makes a great
yeah.
Molotov cocktail.
You have a vague memory that there is a lantern on the bedside table in his bedroom from when you guys were in there rummaging around.
I'm gonna dash to get it, which will get me there, and then I'll have to dash to get back at the next.
Great. Okay. You hear so Courage, as you sort of move in front of these crates to get a better look at it, one of them goes, "Wait a second. It's not daytime. They're tricking us." And the others are like, "What?" And "Yes, it's magic. I can tell they're blocking the light. It's safe for us to emerge." And you hear them start beating at their crates.
Did we hear this?
I would say Courage and Elandra and Beatrix, you guys are somewhat close. Ooh, Beatrix, I don't know how well you hear. Courage and Elandra, you guys definitely can hear well enough to hear this. And I'd say everyone hears it once they start beating against their crates again.
They're not fooled.
All right. So we're at the top of round 17. We actually could stay in loose initiative a bit longer, depending on what you guys want to do. I might change my mind. We'll see. But for now, it's still fine. What order are we in? You need to go away.
Beatrix is gonna pick up the crate behind her, which is presumably still intact because it doesn't say Yunk on it. And she is gonna get ready to hurl it at the first thing that comes out of one of those boxes.
Okay. Okay, you pick up a crate and prepare to hurl. You hear some stuff clunking around in there, but you're able to pick it up, you're a strong lady. see. Okay.
Beatrix did not skip arm day.
She's so strong.
Hopefully it's a bunch of holy water clunking around in there.
I'd like to believe it's like a box
Holy
filled
water.
with copper wind chimes. And the moment she picks it up, it just.
Is that a knock at me, babe? Is that a knock at me right now?
No, not at all.
My ass.
I'm just thinking of copper wind chimes.
My ass. I bought my friend a copper wind chime. Ugh.
Which is why a box of them. It's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, this coffin maker has a buy a coffin get a wind chime deal. What better way to wake the dead?
Soothe the dead, wake the dead. A wind chime will go either way for you.
I have a question for the group again. How likely is it that they're going to get out of these crates?
Pretty likely.
We don't know how long they've been up here. They apparently haven't been seen. Why is this?
Well,
I don't understand.
I don't really know either, but they're scratching away, and clearly we somehow, I don't know, activated them. So, I don't know.
Clearly, this is a sleeper cell of vampire spawn awaiting a very specific trigger, and that was cracking open one of their crates.
Okay.
Yeah.
We done fucked up. This is on us.
So I can tell you guys a big picture. We can keep going sort of round by round if we want, but we could also skip ahead to when they get free, unless you guys want to do things.
No, sounds. Well, I might put the crate back down and look at the bones, because I forgot that I had them.
Mm-hmm. You're just looking at them. That's all you're doing to them. Just
Yeah.
here, we're gonna.
Is anything happening?
Say, they're just bones if you're just looking at them, not doing anything specific.
There is an option to
What
just
happens if
leave.
What happens if I touch them?
You want to touch the bone?
You lightly stroke the bone.
Emily.
Grave dust shoots
What?
out.
It's Lathander's bone. He's my master.
It's not his bone.
If I have to stroke... Well, I mean, it is his in a greater sense. It's Andrew's bone, but...
Saint Andrew.
But
Emily.
If Courage sees Beatrix like handling this bone and not sure what to do with it, it's like, Beatrix, try praying to Lathander.
all right.
Him, whichever way you do.
All right. Beatrix is gonna go, "Hey, big guy, any help?" In her head. I'm trying to do your work here. I have your saints'
You get a
bones.
nut.
I have these guys.
We will say, if you're okay with me sort of force DMing you, you get a nudge from Lathander, implying that you should use one of your divine senses from a mechanics standpoint, and you get the sense that these bones, when in a proper location, have the Hallow spell. Like the bones themselves don't, but the bones in combination with a place, like a specific type of place, will have the effect of the Hallow spell. But we are going to use one of your divine senses.
Sounds good. I will mark that off. I'll tell everybody. The bones only really work if we use if they're back presumably in their crypt. They don't do anything unless they're in the place where they belong. And she's gonna pick the crate back up and ready the crate to throw it.
As Lucian was there enough time for Lucian to dash over here, grab lantern and dash back while they're having that conversation.
Definitely.
So the moment he hears that, he's gonna be like, "Give me the bones."
Ooh.
I'm gonna say why.
Because I'm going to run to the church as fast as I possibly can and put them back, try to get them put back where they belong.
I'm out. Let's go. I don't want to be up here anymore.
I'm gonna say to him, Lucian, you're one of our only sources of damage. I'll take the bones. I'm useless. And I'm gonna hand him my holy water. And I'm gonna say, use this. And I'm gonna take the bones and run for the church.
Their
You
hands
can't
touch
go
briefly.
alone. I'm going with you.
You feel
No,
smart.
no. You stay. You stay.
During that discussion, in this next bit of time, Courage is going to try to talk to the vampire spawn, since figure if I can hear them, they can hear me. Will let's see, what did she say? Well, friends, I guess the choice is yours. Come out to your death or surrender. I'll just let you know that, we're here to help you and we're looking for a cure. What are your names? And we'll try to earnestly persuade them to stand down and hold out hope that they can be free of this form, of this curse.
I hear you asking to make a persuasion check, but what in there is actually true?
We have heard that the Abbey out west might be able to help. Our friend Darrow in the basement is what Courage is thinking about, who Courage would also compare to perhaps these spawn. And yeah, I think Courage actually believes this, that there may be a cure for these. Whether or not she's right, who knows?
I know we've been holding out hope that we could find something so we could go back and cure Doru, so yeah, I could see Courage holding on to it.
Yeah.
And it may be
you
that
can
they're
roll-
not persuadable, but that's what she's doing.
Yeah. I would say you can roll a persuasion check, but it's going to be a disadvantage. Yeah.
Sure.
Roll. Ooh, I rolled good this time. Wow. Okay. You hear the far one's like, wait, really? They could help me? And the other two are like, don't be an idiot. They're just trying to fool you.
And Courage would until the other crates elapse, keep yelling to the far one to try to learn its name and encourage, like, look, we have some ideas of how we can bring this to an end, and as long as you don't attack, we'll make sure that you survive this night.
Okay. Nice work, Courage. Let
I mean,
me
day.
just see.
Survive this day. She catches herself too late. Damn it! I was lying about that, but nothing else.
We told you. I'm trying to pull up a map to see how far, like how long it's going to take you to get to the church. Because I think we might be able to hand wave some of this. Who all would be going to the church if you are in fact going to the church?
It sounded like it was
I'm not
Beatrix
allowed.
and it sounded like it was just Beatrix.
Just Beatrix? Okay.
I mean, are we like I would suggest, like, it feels like we've made several aborted movements towards the outside, and Courage has pretty resolutely refused to leave these vampires. So I feel like if we all start to run, Courage is just going to stay here no matter what. But I don't know if that is true.
And it is fine to split the party, she says. Okay, let's see.
Right, but if we all run away and leave one person effectively in initiative order, and the rest of us are like off doing something.
So I'm just trying to determine how long it'll take you guys to get there, approximately, and like what that means for vampires coming out. Though Courage is continuing to like try to convince them not to come out, which I will say, like, mechanically is having an effect. So we, love that.
Right, but practically speaking, it seems like that is mechanically something that Courage needs to stay here and keep talking to them to keep them from coming out, and to what end? Like if we're trying, like is there a point at which we can convince them to like go back to sleep and just stay in there? I kind of doubt that, but
60 feet of turn. Wow, that's crazy. It's like, it says it would take you 75 turns to get to the church, but that's not how I've been counting things. Huh, alright. Well, I've been saying this town is much smaller than apparently it actually is.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map that you shared with us, and if you go by the scale at the bottom, Valkai is almost a mile long.
Yeah.
And we're at one end, and the church is at the other. So
Yeah,
how
exactly.
fast can Beatrix run a mile in full armor?
In full armor. She's strong. 8 minutes, right? And that's one way. I feel like 8 minutes is reasonable for someone in Beatrix's shape. I could never do that in any shape, but... so that'd be 16 minutes total.
So my this is gonna be a little metagamey, but my thought process was when you said that they only work when they're in their original resting place, where they were being held. My question is this city really being protected by PMA, or were the bones like some kind of a shield for the city, and that's why they don't see vampires, and these guys aren't carrying holy water, and they don't know how to fight them? Like what was protecting them? And because this whoever it was that paid the coffin maker to hide these boxes here also wanted the bones, in my mind they're connected. So if the bones are put back where they're supposed to be, does like this invisible force field go back up and these things can't be here? That's
only one way to find out.
That's why I was gonna grab them and run. But
yeah.
Can we hold them? Can we hold?
So you're more useful in this combat scenario than Beatrix is. So all right.
For eight, I don't know if I can hold them off for 8 minutes.
I'm committed. Beatrix is running. You've got her holy water.
Okay. Beatrix is running. Unless anyone has a spell that they can use to make Beatrix run faster.
I do.
We're essentially going to assume Beatrix is like out of combat.
You do, don't you?
I
For
do
75
have
rounds.
Strider.
Can we retcon it so you slap Longstrider on my ass? All right.
It doesn't have to be reckoned. You can just do it.
Target speed increases by 10 feet for an hour.
Amazing.
It also says when
Okay,
you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you can target one additional creature. But yeah, I don't. Okay, never mind. Don't need that.
So you could effectively remove like 1/3 of the time because
Right.
you're adding an extra 10 feet.
That's amazing.
All right. Great.
If you're
so
dashing.
that takes us down from 16 minutes to 12 minutes.
My hope is you just go one way and get them where they're supposed to be, and it's not about you
Okay,
coming
so
back.
maybe 6.
It's getting them where they've got to
Yeah.
be. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Maybe 6 minutes. All right.
If it's
FYI,
longer than that,
that is-
we won't be alive when you get back. So just worry about getting them one way.
That is all my spell slots at 2nd level.
You can
Right. Okay, so Beatrix goes
you can cast
sprinting out.
you can cast that as a 1st level.
Oh yeah, I can.
Because you're not casting it on two people.
Yeah, just
Cast it as
cast
a
it at
first person.
first.
Yeah, just cast it on one person.
Yeah.
Save that moonbeam.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that means you can go like 80 feet. Use my calculator. Alright. So for approximately 55 rounds, Beatrix is running for the church. It will take you 55 rounds of sprinting to get there. If only you had a rogue. Bonus action dash.
Or expeditious retreat, the most powerful spell.
The one that I always forget to use when I
anyone
should.
faster in this group?
No.
I think
her with Longstrider, no.
If you had an additional wild shape, I'd say yes, but you don't.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. So we're at approximately round 18. We can speed things up if you guys would like to when they start to break through their crates.
Yeah, how many rounds is that?
If we are all committed to staying here, like if the strategy is keep them in the crates, and should they break out, fight them, rather than the strategy
Run
being
like hell.
save ourselves and get out of here, then I have nothing else to do here, and we can and we could speed that along. But again, it's the question of like, are we responsible for are we now responsible for these vampires? Like,
I say no.
Until they're either dead or what?
Have more soldiers come?
Not yet. Is Callow
not
trying
yet.
to convince Courage? Or is this like above table?
The experts are here.
I'm
Let them
above
handle it.
table. Above table. I'm kind of wondering, like, what is our play here? Because the vibe I'm getting from Courage is don't leave until all enemies are dead. But
So Lucian's
I would
only.
just say,
Oh, go ahead.
like, Courage is hero crap, gonna keep doing this, and she doesn't have to wait for them to break out. She's got stuff to do as soon as she can see them. And also, it seems like they're gonna run once they get out, so, you know, we can do some damage before they run and maybe take some out, or we just run right now and they get out and cause more havoc.
So to the guards, Callow will sort of say, "You're sworn to protect this city against all threats. Is that not true?"
Yeah, that's true.
And you would consider this a threat to the city, yes?
Absolutely.
Right.
So you're all good here then?
I mean, please don't leave us alone. You guys seem to really know what you're doing. I don't know who you are, but
We barely survived.
Yes, as
no, you
we
look
said,
pretty good. Not you, ma'am, if you'll excuse the rudeness, but you look like you could use a nap. But most of you look pretty good.
Well, we managed to put down 3 of these beasts by the skin of our teeth. I'm not sure that we have a fight against 3 more that are at full strength.
I mean, we can certainly help.
Okay, so we're staying and we're fighting. That's the plan.
I say we start packing all this wood on top of them. I crack this light, this torch on top of them, and we all go downstairs and prepare for them to come out the windows if they're on fire.
Okay, so
If-
you want
if-
to essentially light the crates on fire.
That's my suggestion.
Entangle.
My suggestion is that we cover the boxes with as much of this loose wood as possible. I crack this lamp oil all over it. If they start coming out, we light this match, head outside, and cover the windows. The chances of any of us of all of us surviving in this room, if they come out, is nil. Somebody's gonna drop.
It is rather close quarters here. Perhaps if we're outside, there may be more opportunity to maneuver.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go outside after piling wood on there. Courage, what are you doing?
Well, Courage is gonna keep chatting to that far box, and if the other ones are breaking out, as soon as she can see through a small hole, I think she can start casting Sacred Flame, and it ignores cover. So I don't think it's I need a clear shot. I think it just puffs on them.
Ooh, okay. So right now, the only box that's making significant noise is this one. Nope, the far one. There we go. But hasn't broken out just yet.
Can I
Is
cast
that the
Moonbeam
one-
on that box?
Is that the one that was chatting?
Yeah, that was the one that seemed interested. And now is it wants to get out in order to be saved.
Okay. Courage will tell it that, if it's going to stand down, it should stay in the box. It's safest there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okie dokie. So Lucian proposed stacking this wood. Courage talking to the crates. So you don't confirm or deny Lucian.
If Lucian starts stacking wood, we'll ask what he's doing and have a conversation.
Callow, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow Lucian's lead. I think that potentially lighting this shit up and then getting out of here is the better option.
And Elandra, what are you thinking?
If the goal is to stop them from getting out of the crates, then I would say whatever we can do to put things on top of them or around them to stop them from getting out, that's what I will do. If it's
All right.
wood, if it's vines, if it's other crates, whatever is up here that we can move and keep them from getting out.
All right.
I don't know how much
Lucian,
more we
do you-
can reinforce these crates. I don't know how they're gonna. We already did.
You did do a lot. You guys did great work. Lucian, what do you do?
Lucian's gonna walk up. He's gonna walk up to here. I'm gonna throw the lamp at it so it cracks on top of their boxes, and I'm gonna scream at them. If you come out, we will light you on fire. And I mean that wholeheartedly from deep in my soul. Crack out of those boxes, and we light this fucking torch.
Callow's got the firebolt. Callow gets a little closer and has got both of his vials ready to just toss in there and get the firebolt right onto that lamp oil.
So I have thrown the lamp.
Scare us.
It's not a lit lamp. I just wanted to have it crack so that the oil would spread everywhere.
They don't seem like they're afraid of fire. Now what?
All right. I'm gonna say around 19. You guys are gonna stack more wood.
That's what I would do if we decide to stay in here.
Or yeah, if you're staying and stacking or going outside, we can fast forward in different ways, sort of depending on your approach.
Well, I guess in order to light it on fire, we have to be in here. So if we go outside, we can't light it on fire. We have to light it on fire and then leave.
Fire doesn't hurt them, it doesn't sound like. They're not afraid of it.
Well, it does hurt them. It's just not going to be. It's not going to kill them immediately, but it is going to hurt them.
DM has the far persuadable one. Has Courage. Courage would like to learn its name.
I'm not sure. I don't remember my name from when I was living. What would you like to call me?
Number 3.
Don't do that. What? That's so funny. Let's call you Hope.
Hope.
Do you know who put you in this crate? Was it a Van Holtz, a Lord Van Holtz?
Oh, of course, it was my master.
Who's that?
Anastasia.
Anastasia?
Anastasia.
Is that a name that Courage remembers? Oh, thank you.
Nope. I would say Courage does not know this name. Oh, I forgot an R in there. There's an R after the T.
How long have they been in there? Do they know that?
I've been in here for weeks and weeks. I'm so hungry. Perhaps you can give me just a little taste. Please, I'm starving.
Summon a beast and then just kill it.
You actually do that?
Should I do that? Beth, you know it uses my last second level.
Will you accept? Yes, we can feed you. Does it? Yeah. Well, actually,
Why would we feed these beasts? They'll only become stronger.
Because these beasts are people.
Lucian is going to turn to Callow, and kind of point at his firebolt, and say, "You're the one who can light this torch. If you have to, I want you to be able to get out of here quickly, and I'm going to cast Spider Climb on him so he can go out a window if he needs to."
Cool.
So for the next hour, you've got Spider
Well,
Climb.
it allows me to go up a window, but then I have to go down.
You basically can go up and down walls and all that kind of stuff.
Right?
Yep,
Climb
yep,
down.
yep.
That's
You
fair.
can go up and down walls at the same speed that you walk.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like the vampires. Beatrix, what does it look like as you're sprinting towards the church during this time?
Clank, 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 clank.
Beatrix looks a little zoned out.
How far away is she from the church now?
Very far. She's like just turning the corner and running up the street.
You can still see the coffin maker's shop.
Yeah, she definitely can.
Oh no! Alright.
Guys, I
Bunny Hill theme plays in the background.
I don't believe it is for us to save these creatures. They may very well be beyond saving.
Indeed.
Elandra's gonna ask the guards what we should do.
Who saved those they fed upon? No, I hate to do this, but it's after 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Oh, it is. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that.
Our dinner is getting cold, and we have a dog that's probably going to go out here, so.
No, this seems like a good spot to pause. I know we're still technically initiative order. You guys have a couple more rounds before vampires officially pop out again. You wouldn't know. I mean, you know that like some of the wood is breaking, not the 6, not on the spar crate anymore. That seems to have calmed down significantly. But this crate, middle crate, crate 3, you see is making some good progress.
How do we see that, just for the record? Are the vines
Yeah,
gone
no, that's a
now?
great
I'm
question.
assuming they've passed their...
They last for what, in a minute?
Yeah.
They're still there. So
Okay.
you can see like some of the wood is like starting to splinter and like pop
Okay.
out sort of through the vines, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And the other crate, let's see. You see this one is starting to make a little progress as well and chip away at its wood. Ew. The longest combat.
Well, if you'd like, if you would care to end on any sort of dramatic note, I think I've made my decision. Callow will say, "I didn't come this far to die here," and cast Firebolt on that pile of boxes.
Lucian dashes.
Because I'm really tired of these vampires.
You're tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.